Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. In the last video, we learned about regular functions, function declarations and function expression. Today, we are going to learn something very important in modern JavaScript called arrow functions. Arrow functions are used everywhere in React, Vue, Node.js and modern JavaScript projects. But before we jump into the syntax, I want you to understand why arrow functions even exist and how they are just even shorter, cleaner ways to write our functions we already know. So we are not writing something new from scratch, we are just improving what we already know. So now let's jump into our code. So before arrow functions, we wrote functions in two main ways: function declarations and function expression. Let's quickly rewrite them so we refactor them step by step. Alright, let's delete the previous code. Okay, we are gonna cut it. Now, let's write it. Here, I'm creating a function called add. Inside the parentheses, I have A and B. So A and B are parameters. They are values the functions expect. Inside the curly brace, I'm using the return keyword to send back the result of A plus B. Then I call the function inside so my semicolon first. Then I call the function inside the console.log so I can actually see the result in the console. So when I run this, the output is 8 because 5 plus 3 is 8. Alright, so let's run the code in our browser real quick. So we'll have to go to our HTML file and run the code. Alright, and we'll check our developer tools, check the inspect, then go to the console and refresh our page. So you can see 8. Our result is what? Is 8. This is it. Very clear. Alright, great. Let's go back to our VS Code. Alright, so we are going to be deleting this to write the next one. So this is a function expression. Instead of starting with the function keyword, I'm storing the function inside a variable called subtract. Everything else works the same way: parameters, return statement, and calling the function. So when I log this to the console, I get what? 6, because 10 minus 4 is 6. Alright, so this is it. I'm gonna give the A. I have to call the function name subtract and pass in the parameter. A is 10 and B is what? 4. So let's check the browser. So this is it. You can see the answer is what? The answer is 6. This is it, 6. Now here's the big question: why do we need arrow function if these ones already work? The answer is less code, cleaner syntax, and modern JavaScript standard. Arrow functions allows us to write functions in a shorter and more readable way, especially when our function is simple. Let's break this down slowly. First, I'm using const because function should not change. The function name is still add. Then we have the parameter A and B. Inside parentheses, same as before. The big difference is the arrow. This arrow replaces the function keyword. Inside the curly brace, I still use return to send back the result. When I run this, nothing changes. I still get it. So arrow functions do not change what the function does. They only change how we write it. So let's check it in our browser real quick. Alright, so let's go to Chrome and in our developer tools. So you can see that our answer didn't change. Alright, let's go back to our VS Code. So we're gonna cut this and write a new one. Now, this is where arrow function becomes really powerful. When your function has only one line, JavaScript allows something called an implicit return. That means no curly brace, no return keyword. JavaScript automatically returns the result of A plus B. This line does exactly the same thing as the previous function, just written in a cleaner way. Alright, so we are console.logging in so that we can check it in our browser. So this is it in our browser. You can see that the answer didn't change. Alright, so great. Let's move to the next one. Alright, so let's cut this and write the next one. So here I'm doing the same refactor for the subtract function. I remove the function keyword, add the arrow, and use implicit return. When I run this, I still get 6. So again, same result, less code. So let's run this in our console. We'll pass in some argument for the A and pass an argument for B. So let's check our browser real quick. So this is our browser and this is the answer for it. Alright, so let's cut this and go to the next part. Alright, so we're gonna cut this. So when a function has only one parameter, we can even remove the parentheses. So instead of x in a bracket, we just write x. This function takes one number and multiplies it by itself. When I pass 4, the result is, when I pass 4 as the argument in this, the result is what? 16. So let's check it out in the console panel. Alright, so this is it. So you can see what it is, what? 16. A very common beginner mistake is forgetting the arrow or mixing arrow function with the old syntax. Another mistake is using implicit return when you actually need multiple lines. In that case, you must bring back the curly brace and return keyword. Use arrow function when your function is short, you want clean or modern code, or you are working with callbacks or React. Avoid arrow function when you need this in object method. Alright, we'll cover that later. Alright guys, let's summarize what we learned today. We learned what arrow functions are and why they exist. We refactor our old functions into arrow functions step by step. We saw how arrow functions help us write cleaner and shorter code without changing the output. If this helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you in the next one.